Welcome back. With us is the CEO of Exclusive Matchmaking, years of success bringing couples together, Susan Trombetti. Susan, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me, Gail.
All right, we've got a couple different scenarios here. We want to know what makes these types of couples work. And of course, they might be known as odd couples. So I'm going to ask the odd squad to participate as well. What about an older man, younger woman, like Michael Douglas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, as well as Bruce Willis, Emma Hemming? What do you think?
Money.
There, Frank.
Money, because that's the only way you're going to deal with throat cancer and crazy women is money.
I think it's important.
Why are you shocked by that response?
Because what does that say about the woman? She's got money too. She doesn't need his money.
She wasn't really that popular until she married Michael Douglas.
Ouch.
She was.
Yes, she was.
I think it's important that in Hollywood relationships, okay, it's not how old they are, it's how old they can play on screen.
Right.
Michael Douglas is 68, but he could be 50 on screen.
True.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is 43, but she could play a 45-year-old. So really, they're only 5 years apart.
I love your math. That's fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Susan, you got to tell us what you think. What do you think?
I think in Hollywood, they're trading some influence as well as money and it's in real life too. They're trading it for beauty and youth. And certainly given her some connections, I think it works. I mean, obviously by Hollywood standards, they have been married a long time. I know they have recent marital strife, but hopefully they'll work it out.
Yeah,
So,
I'm hoping so too.
it works.
Seems to stick together. I really like that age range there.
Oh yeah, and she loves older men too. I mean, self-proclaimed.
Which leads us
So-
to our next one. Older woman, younger man. Kathy Griffin and Randy Bick. Example, Jennifer Lopez, Casper Smart.
I didn't
Frank?
know Kathy Griffin was that old until you just mentioned it. She looks pretty good for her age. So yeah, I mean, I think that
Shot after shot after
I think
shot.
that would work if for her and me, Kathy, call me. I don't know.
I'm going to say absolutely not, though. In all fairness, I didn't hear anything you said after Kathy Griffin.
You see, now I think she's got a good head on her shoulders. She's been through a lot. I think that she has her sensors up in terms of it being the wrong guy. Susan, what do you think?
I think, once again, it's Hollywood, and what you have is they're trading influence for some fun and sex. And they probably, obviously, Jennifer Lopez has more money, so it's probably a little bit of trading money for youth, beauty, and sex. And it works.
But what
Kathy
about-
Griffin, Jennifer
Yeah, but
Lopez.
what about
oh
just
my-
in general, the older woman, younger guy? I mean, don't you just have to be in the right place in terms of maturity level?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it works. It works for men, and I applaud women that, nowadays they can do that too.
For female maturity level, what are they? They're 40 and they're at like a 15-year-old level. I mean, guys are generally more immature than women, so I don't think that speaks very well for
That
women.
is a bit of a
That's
double
a-
standard. I never
yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah.
On your site, do you have a lot of women that are looking for like really immature, hairy Italian men? Is that like a thing?
Like Ralph?
Yeah. No?
Susan, are you into very immature, hairy, young Italian men?
Yeah.
All right, what about for the odd person who's looking for something unreasonable? So they think maybe that they look younger, they're better, they're hipper than they really are. And this is based on your experience. What do you do with somebody like that?
Goodness. Well, reality is a hard pill to swallow. So in matchmaking, once again, the common theme here is the fact that what do they have? Do they have money? Do they have power? Do they have influence? So that's what they're trading. It's a great leveler for beauty and youth. So what really happens is a lot of times in matchmaking, they don't have any of that. So it's just reality. And they'll keep searching and searching unless they get help from a matchmaker or they wise up.
Well, what's the reality for a guy who's wearing an Affliction t-shirt who has gray hair and wrinkles?
And the question is,
He's
are
funny.
they setting themselves up for failure?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, you can't take somebody seriously if he has gray hair and wrinkles and wearing a shirt that he bought at Macy's Junior. You can't take him serious.
Oh, see, I disagree.
Honestly, I can empathize with this a little bit though, because I get told I'm looking for something unreasonable a lot, just because I want a woman who's cute, who's funny, and will support me financially while I sit on the couch playing video games. Maybe I'm just a romantic at heart. I don't know.
Well, it's just like me. I'm looking for someone that has the same commitment issues who I can settle down and get married with.
That's
What?
terrifying.
What?
All right, what about the guy or girl who wants someone in life but also wants the option for the threesome? I was invited to a threesome once.
How'd they go?
Yeah, Frank and I are still waiting for your
Yes.
response to that, by the way. I don't know.
It's called a meat sandwich.
I didn't know I was going to a threesome. I showed up for a Memorial Day party. I had my bag of Doritos and no one else was there.
Was
And I
it
got a little suspicious when they wanted me to get into the hot tub with no clothes on.
Was it a foodie group that you found on AOL search? I don't know. An AOL group.
Susan, what do you do in a situation like that?
I think a lot of women have found themselves in those situations, by the way, Gail. But I think in general, you're either into it or you're not into it. And you have to find out if this is the person you want to be with, you really like them, before the relationship gets too serious, because, you know, your partner might not be into it. And it's okay, to each his own. If you're into it, great. If you're not, fine, just early on.
Susan, are you into it? I need to know. Why.
You're going to get harassment emails, I know, when you leave here today. Please let me know. We're going to take a break. When we come back, pass or fail with Gail.
Oh my God.